I can see the weight, the unsaid load, that you bear in your heart, my dear child. That has been resting on your shoulder since that July day. You don't have to keep your thoughts to yourself because I am the one. I comprehend that the person who knitted you together in your mother's womb knows every hair on your head before it was born. The uncertainty that stops you from speaking and obscures your thoughts, the terror that seizes you when life changed and the globe rotated around you that summer day, you discovered a fact that rocked the roots of your comprehension. It was a revelation about yourself, Creator, your heavenly parent, who both made your path clear and dark. The thoughts that are racing through your mind right now, wanting answers yet afraid of what? Know the trembling in your spirit. They may divulge, but pay close attention, my love. There is no truth about me that can lessen my affection for you. No revelation or terrible discovery can do that. Profound that it might change our relationship. I am a rock and a castle, same as it was yesterday, today, and my love for you will always be woven into the very fabric of life, inscribed in the stars and whispered in the wind. You worry that what you've discovered will alter my perception of you or how you should come to me, but know this, my child, nothing can separate us. You from my love, not the present, not the depths, not the angels or demons. My love for you is not based on the future, powers, death, or life. Dependent not only on your comprehension of me but also on my incomprehensible endless grace. Maybe you've discovered something about me that doesn't appear to fit with your preconceived notions. Seen a side of me that seems harsh or challenging to reconcile with the loving God you know. I want you to recognize that I am infinite beyond human knowledge, with ideas higher than yours and ways greater than yours. Thoughts that appear contradictory to your narrow viewpoint are only a tiny portion of a complex and exquisite whole. Do not be scared to struggle with this new information, to ask questions, and to look for answers. I am not a God who avoids search or punishes uncertainty. Keep in mind Jack, who fought me all night and came out of it blessed, but eternally altered. Your battle is not a reflection of your frailty or lack of faith, but your reluctance to share what you may have discovered with me is evidence of your desire for the truth and a closer relationship with me. Believe that you're shielding me from harm or safeguarding a connection that you fear could be impacted by this. Well, but I am the Alpha and the Omega, my darling. I have witnessed the growth and collapse of civilizations, as well as the burst of stars. You cannot teach me anything that I do not already know about life and dying away. There is no secret in the cosmos that is what you see as new information is something I've always known and have held since it was hidden from my sight. Prior to the beginning of time, your discovery doesn't alter who I am, yet it might. You see me, you understand that my child can be a lovely thing. In trying to learn more about me, you give yourself the opportunity to have a richer, deeper relationship with your Creator. Don't let your guilt or shame about what you've learned prevent you from coming to me. I am a caring parent who takes pleasure in his children's development and comprehension, not a despot who wants unquestioning obedience. Of his kids' discovery adventure, even if it results in difficult areas, are a part of the vast fabric of your life that I am creating. Keep in mind what I told my prophet Jeremiah, you will find me when you search for me with all of your heart. This promise remains true even when confronted with challenging realities. The simple fact that you are considering this revelation is a sign that you want to get to know me better. Give in to your desire because it's a gift I've given you, and I recognize that what you've discovered may have caused your faith to waver. Challenge ingrained convictions or perhaps cause you to question my righteousness. These are normal human reactions when they unexpectedly encounter the divine. but I wish you to understand that your faith is strong enough to endure doubt and persevere. Your faith in me can be polished and strengthened, just like gold refined in the fire. Empowered by this experience, you could feel alone and reluctant to share what you've learned. Burden that is too great for one person to bear, but keep in mind, my child, that you are always Holy Spirit, by yourself. I am with you always until the end of time. Comforter I sent, who is within of you and ready to lead you through everything truth. Don't be scared to talk to other members of the family of faith about your troubles. As I have built my church to be a group whose members encourage and support one another to talk about you might discover that other people have taken comparable routes, overcame comparable doubts, and came out with a faith that was more alive and energetic than ever prior to deciding what to do with this knowledge. Keep in mind the advice of James, if any of you lack wisdom, you ought to approach God, who abundantly provides all without pointing out any flaws, and it will be sent to you. Please bring it to me. Put your worries, uncertainties, and questions at my feet. And let's reason together, for I am a God who appreciates conversation. The sincere investigator, my little kid, the understanding you acquired that July day is not a wall separating us but rather a portal to a closer bond. It's an invitation. Do not be afraid to dive into the depths of my love and my character to get to know me better. Opportunity, but seize it with bravery and curiosity as you embark on a voyage of exploration. It's possible that some of your assumptions about me need to be let go, just like old skin makes room for new growth. Although this treatment occasionally causes discomfort or even pain, I can assure you that it is vital for your spiritual development as you make room for a deeper comprehension of me. More genuine, dynamic connection with your Creator. Keep in mind the words of the Apostle Paul, right now, all we see is a reflection in a mirror, but soon, we'll see each other face to face. I'll know everything just as I already know everything. That existence on earth is simply a passing fancy. What you've discovered is simply one more piece of the enormous puzzle, one more brushstroke in the complete reality of who I am. Masterpiece of insight from God. As you consider this new, I would like you to reflect on our trip together and remember the moments when you most strongly sensed my presence. Even in the times when my love overcame you, these experiences are true. Not less accurate given what you've discovered. They serve as reminders of our relationship, anchors in the storm of doubt. If you're having trouble making amends, don't give up. Integrating this new information with your pre-existing ideas. The journey of faith is not always clear-cut or simple. Mountains of revelation and through valleys of uncertainty, but I assure you the view at the summit justifies every difficult step you take out of fear of disappointing me or other people by speaking up. What you've discovered, keep in mind that I am not benefited by hypocrisy or false piety. Want an authentic and sincere relationship with my children, truth in the inside, and your readiness to face it honors me far more. To face hard realities and pursue insight than it ever could to accept things without question. As you continue to digest this revelation, I urge you to spend a lot of time in my word. Allow the scriptures to illuminate your way and serve as a lamp for you, but approach them with new eyes so that you can the ability to reveal realities that you might have previously missed. Be receptive to fresh perspectives and more profound meanings, always putting them to the test in light of my love and grace, so that my kid knows that your battle does not let me down. Rather, it pleases me to see you thinking so carefully on the issue of your questioning, which is a kind of worship, but your wrestling is who I am. By praying to better comprehend me, you are experiencing the best, the duty to love the Lord, your God, above all else. Soul, intellect, and fortitude. Do not allow fear to stop you from imparting your knowledge to me in prayer, or to reliable Christians for the purpose of clearly expressing your ideas by exposing them so that they can be further investigated and enhanced. When incorporated into a more developed faith, your openness in this situation can be a source of empowerment and development. Not just for you, but also for people in your immediate vicinity. Keep in mind that I am huge enough to take on your uncertainties, resilient enough to face your inquiries, and compassionate enough to walk what you discovered. That July day is not the conclusion of our narrative, rather, we will walk with you through every valley of uncertainty. A new chapter in our continuing conversation, and I'm always here to listen, consolation to lead. Confide in me with your worries. Share with me your discoveries. Let us explore together the reaches of my love for you and the depths of who I am. As we embark on this adventure to comprehend our relationship will only become stronger, and your faith will only deepen. Resilient, you are my cherished and adored child, recognized and loved beyond measure. Absolutely and without conditions, and nothing you find out about me will ever be able to alter that essential truth. So come on, my darling, let's chat. Reason permitting, let us develop mutually in love and understanding with unending love. And dear and loved one, open your arms to your Heavenly Father and shine brilliantly with the light of divine blessings. Please join us in spreading God's message of truth and enlightenment throughout the world by making a donation. By clicking the Express Gratitude button and welcoming the possibility of a better future for everyone, you're contributing to the immeasurable blessings from above, my dear child. Please take a minute to reflect before I share my heart with you today. Inhale deeply, calm your thoughts, and let the outside world to disappear. Feel my presence all around you, enveloping you in my unending love. A very important message for you. Open your heart and pay close attention to what I have to say. Words, because they are truth and life, my dear one. I would want to remind you of my eternal promise. This is the cornerstone of the covenant I made with you before time even existed. Nothing in heaven or on earth can destroy the unbreakable tie that our relationship possesses. It is a promise anchored in my very nature, because I am dependable, true, eternal, and unchangeable. I have loved you since the day I created you in your mother's womb. I promised you this when I picked you out, called you by name, and claimed you as my own. In every stage of life, through every struggle and every victory, I will always be by your side. This promise is not contingent on your fidelity or strength, rather, it is not based on your performance or deservingness. I pledge to you are the foundation of my personality and my unwavering love, which lasts forever. Even my pledge is still in place even if you slip or depart from it. Never forget the rainbow I created in the sky following the great flood. It served as a symbol of my covenant with the entire creation. Precisely as the rainbow comes, I swear that I would never again use water to damage the earth. The storm, I want you to engrave these because my pledge to you shines brightest in your darkest moments. Words on your heart, nothing can take you away from me, you are mine and I am yours. Love, not life, death, or angels, principalities, current and future events, as well as height and depth. My love for you is unending, unwavering, and unconditional, unlike anything else created. I have sown the seed of eternity in your spirit, deep within you. Strikes a chord with me because you were made in my likeness, and this enduring bond is the core of what I promised you, is that you are never really alone, no matter where you travel or what challenges you confront. I promise to be with you always, both inside of you and outside of you. I have a seat in my heavenly kingdom set out for you during this earthly life, where you will always be with me. This promise of eternal life gives you hope for the now as well as the future. And purpose. Each day of your life brings you one step closer to fulfilling this promise. Thus, my child, if you have doubts creep in or anxieties surface, never forget my unwavering commitment. Let it be a stable and dependable anchor for your soul. Let it be the rock that you stand firm among the life storms, for I am the God who fulfills his promises, and I will honor my word to you. Never give up now, my darling. Please listen to me, my kid. Click here to join us in the cacophony as a valued member of our community. In the midst of all the noise and turmoil in the world, I'm trying to get your attention. Can you hear me? I can't be heard in the wind, the earthquake, or the flames. However, I can hear the soft murmur in the recesses of your soul, so I know the weights and questions that weigh heavily on your heart, as I am aware of the challenges you encounter. I want you to know that I have opinions about all facets of your life, including the hidden ones. Will you take the time to? All too frequently, my kids hurry through their days, their thoughts racing with anxieties and their hearts heavy with worries. They go everywhere for solutions, seldom stopping to listen to what I have to say, and yet I am the source of all knowledge and the fountainhead of all truth. I have the solutions you need. Comfort you seek, the guidance you require, so I'm asking you now, will you listen to me? You must intentionally make room in your life to hear my message, which entails putting everything diversions, calming your thoughts, and aligning your emotions with mine frequency. But when you hear me out and tap, I assure you that it will be worthwhile. Into the knowledge of the centuries, you obtain insight beyond human comprehension, and you are guided that is especially designed for you because I am familiar with you and your unique needs. Better than anyone else's, hearing me out entails more than simply paying attention to what I have to say. It also entails permitting for such words to enter your heart, mold your ideas, and direct your behavior. You must be willing to be questioned, rectified, and changed by what I say and how I communicate to you. Many methods. Occasionally, it's through my written words, the Bible. At other times, it comes from the quiet, inner voice of my spirit. I might talk to you about the situation through other persons or the marvels of my creation, but my voice always fits my persona and my fact. You'll find that I have a lot to speak about as you begin to listen to me. I wish to direct all of your decisions, big and small, in your daily life. I want to open my heart to you and extend an invitation for you to share my joy and consolation in your trials and achievements. Hearing me out is a lifelong process that will lead to deeper connection. It's about creating an attitude of attentiveness and listening that is constantly open to receiving from me, about developing an open line of communication in our connection. So will you listen to me today, my child? Will you put aside your assumptions, and if you pay close attention to what I have to say, I assure you that you will discover the direction, clarity, and serenity you've been looking for. My darling, I implore you with, I know you're busy, but please don't try to ignore my message today. With all of my love. I am aware of the demands on your time and focus, but what I must say to you at this moment is extremely important. Significance. I'm offering you a lifeline. It's not just another task on your to-do list. I've observed that my kids have a propensity to skim through or hurry through their spiritual life. Scriptures provide quick prayers but frequently omit profound, transformative truths. I'm trying to get my point across, but today I'm asking you to buck the trend and don't skim. Please don't ignore my message. It's really important that you listen to me now, for I have life lessons to impart and words of encouragement for your tired soul. Soul direction for your disoriented thoughts and heart healing. The message I have for you today is specifically tailored to fit your current circumstances. I understand the urge to put off spiritual concerns where you are, thinking that I'll later, but by then, it might be too late for my child to hear the message I have for you. This season of your life, which is now, is as appropriate as the rising sun of the sun, and when you disregard my message, it's just as important as the air you breathe. Forget the gifts I have in store for you. You lose the tranquility that would have helped you get through your challenges. You miss the chance to view your situation as I perceive it and to get the courage to conquer. Keep in mind that I am not a God who speaks aimlessly. Every word I say has authority and purpose. When I send you a message, it's usually because I perceive something that needs to be addressed in your life. It could be a warning to keep you safe, a pledge to offer you hope, or even a directive that will either bring you to your fate or reveal my love to you in a way that will change your heart. Please don't attempt to ignore my message today, since you might be avoiding them. My children have often cried out for solutions to the precise thing you've been praying for, but when I speak, they're too preoccupied to pay attention. How many times have they begged for direction but been ignored? The reminders I put in their path let them know that although life might be stressful, the noise of the outside world can be so loud that it muffles my voice, yet I'm pleading with you to rise above the mayhem. To open your heart to my frequency so that my message might become a catalyst when you genuinely hear it and act upon it. My message today may need you to take on challenges in order to bring about change in your life. To tackle problems you've been avoiding or to move beyond of your comfort zone, but I can promise you that it comes from a place of love and a wish to see you prosper. So please, my darling, don't try to ignore my message today. Focus entirely on me, and allow your heart to be open to receiving what I have to say. Is that, in my opinion, you will discover the secrets to I have a purpose, abundance, and peace for you, my child. Pay close attention. I am there for you as I share with you a profound truth in every obstacle you encounter. This is a firm reality that you can base every aspect of your life on, not just a consoling adage. I am present in every challenge, every struggle, and every mountain that lies ahead of you. One actively pursuing your best interests. When I refer to every challenge, specifically that no problem is too minor or crisis too tiny for me to notice. Tremendous for my strength, ranging from the little annoyances of everyday existence to the planet-shattering incidents that cause your I am deeply engaged in all of them. Think about the difficulties you are currently encountering. Maybe you're facing financial difficulties and not sure how you'll make ends meet, or perhaps you're coping with a health issue crisis, your body weakened from disease or injury. You may be dealing with interpersonal issues and experiencing pain. Some of you are dealing with employment issues and doubting your course path because of loneliness or the hurt of betrayal and purpose. Others are struggling with addiction, caught in seemingly unbreakable cycles of addiction. Whatever you're, I'm right there with you in the thick of it, sir. Know this, I'm not a detached, icy judge. I'm just a faraway spectator. Evaluating your work. No, I'm a devoted father, strongly invested in your path, and intimately familiar with your problems. I am the supplier in your money difficulties. I know what you need before you even ask. I am the owner of trust me to take care of the cattle on 1,000 hills with all the resources available. lead you to opportunities and impart advice on how to manage what when your health declines. I am the healer who is familiar with every cell in your body. I created you in the womb, and I possess the ability to repair and restore, whether by means of surgical intervention or leading the hands of healthcare providers. I strive for your completeness in relational difficulties. The great reconciler, I am aware of the complexity and nuances of human hearts, emotions and personalities. I am able to convey understanding and mend scars that appear irreparable. Where misunderstandings exist, and cultivate compassion in areas where resentment has grown. When you face your career's uncertainties, and keep in mind that, although I am the master planner, your job is not only about making a living, but about achieving the special mission that I created you for. And I will direct your measures, prepare you for the work I've called you to accomplish, and open the appropriate doors. For addicts are aware that I am the deliverer, because I break the chains. Captives set free and change lives. No habit is too deeply ingrained or forced. You will find within me the strength to withstand temptation and the power to overcome, healing to address the underlying issues. But my child is aware of my presence in your challenges. Don't necessarily mean I'll take them down right away. Occasionally, I let the difficulty to persevere, because I'm using it to mold you, bolster your faith, and impart to you the importance of relying on me. Remember the AP Paul. The difficulty itself becomes the very tool I use to shape you into the person I've destined you to be. Who begged me to take away his thorn in the flesh? This is my answer to him. My grace is adequate for you in many of your situations, because my power is perfected in weakness. Occasionally, the best evidence of my participation in your challenge isn't not only the problem's miraculous resolution, but also the superhuman endurance I bestow upon you. I am figuring out my perfect will for your life with each challenge. What appears to be a barrier to you could be a chance, and what appears to be a setback could be the prelude of a returning to the very thing that can shatter you. Could be how I make you so, my love, when difficulties arise. Eventually they will arrive. Instead of praying for an escape right away, look for me in the middle of the storm. Ask for ears to hear what I'm saying and eyes to see what I'm doing. Saying, let the challenge drive you deeper into my arms through this situation. Allow it to motivate you to put more faith in my strength for every task I undertake. I am trimming you like a vine dresser maintains his vines, snipping off what's not needed as I refine you like gold in the fire. Unproductive so that you may produce more fruit. I am molding you in the same way that a potter shapes clay, by using pressure and gently shaping you into a vessel appropriate for my use. Keep in mind, my child, that I never let you take on a task that looks too difficult for you to do without my assistance. Fantastic! This is a call to rely more heavily on me and access my limitless tools to feel my strength flowing through you in any situation I'm in. I am training you to trust my character even when you cannot see my hand. I am teaching you to walk by faith and not by sight. I am cultivating in you a tenacity that will benefit you in this life and bring you eternal benefits in the next. Therefore, my darling, tackle your issues with confidence rather than self-assurance. Strength or skills, but trust in my ability to be there and have power working through and in you for every issue. I am there directing, bolstering, offering, and ultimately accomplishing my noble intentions for your life. My dear kid, allow these words to deeply into your soul. I am your constant source of support. This is a current reality rather than a far-off goal or promise. As sure and steady as the earth beneath your feet, I promise that I will always be there. By being present, I mean that I am always there for you and I am there in the quiet solitude of your peaceful days and in the darkness of your hopeless nights. I'm there for you in your quiet times and during the frenetic craziness of your days. I'm present when you're conscious of me and when you feel completely alone. My presence is independent of you. It's not dependent on how well you perform or how you feel about yourself. It is a fact about me and my commitment to you that I am worthy. I am ever present everywhere, yet I am also very much present right now. Take a moment to consider that the creator of the universe is the one who created galaxies by speaking to them, chooses to be with you, not just sometimes, not only when you're feeling your finest, but each and every time you breathe. I'm with you at every turn, but I'm more than just a presence, I'm your assistance. The Psalms utilize a Hebrew term called ever a strong helper, or rescuer, to convey this reality. It is not the assistance of this is the strong active participant, not a reluctant helper or a detached observer. Enlisting the assistance of someone who is passionate about your cause and invested in your well-being. When I say I'm here to help, I mean that you can use my resources and wisdom. Is ready to support you, my strength is there to lead you, and my consolation is ready to calm you, my supply ready to meet your demands, and my defense surrounding you like a shield as your dependable assistance. I'm prepared to support you in all facets of your life and in your relationships. The forgiveness, tolerance, and compassion required to cultivate wholesome relationships, and I provide you the creativity and tenacity needed to succeed in your work. Your calling in your own development, I grant you the wisdom and bravery to hurdles and develop into the person I have envisioned for you, yet you are still my kid. Please be aware that even though I'm always here and willing to help, I frequently wait to ask, not because I'm unwilling, but because I value your autonomy and want to build a trustworthy connection with you. James 4 verse 2 warns us that if you don't ask, you don't have, so don't call me whenever you need me, don't try to handle your problems on your own. Remember that with your unwavering support, no matter how big or tiny, I'm not bound. Because of the restrictions placed on human caregivers, I never sleep or sleep well. Never get tired or overburdened, and my resources will never run out. When human assistance is insufficient, my love and patience never waver, and since everyone is human and has limitations, I will always be your reliable constant assistance when friends misinterpret, when family disappoints. As your constant assistance, I'm still available and prepared to step in when experts get stuck. Frequently operate in unexpected ways. At times, my assistance is type of supernatural intervention used to provide protection or healing that defies logic. At other times, when my assistance is more subdued, a friend's encouraging message, an unforeseen chance, a moment of when there is uncertainty and clarity, I usually try to help by equipping. I offer you the courage to confront your obstacles rather than taking them away. Conquer it rather of shutting down your detractors. I grant you the discernment to reply with grace. I demonstrate my strength to you rather than eradicating your shortcomings. Made perfect in them, my child, and I want you to always be conscious of this. Let this reality serve as your constant source of support and the prism through which you see all situations. The basis of your self-assurance, the origin of your calm, and the source of your hope when fear threatens to overwhelm you. Keep in mind that I'm always here to support you with decisions that you're unsure about where to go, but never forget that I'm always here to help. Recall this when your personal resources are exhausted and you're unsure of how to continue. I am your constant assistance, and this realization ought to change the way you live. Should give you the confidence to take risks because you know I'll be there to catch you if you fall. Try amazing things for my kingdom, knowing that I'm always here to aid. This should reassure you in your darkest moments, reassuring you that you are never by yourself and that you have my support. I'm asking you, my darling, to live in continual communion with me, your ever-present help. You talk to me all day long and seek my advice in your choices, that rely on me in your vulnerability and rejoice with me in your triumphs. Let the truth of my constant assistance to permeate every second, breath, and heartbeat of yours existence, because I am a real God and not some remote, detached deity. I am your ever-present, always ready assistance. Dependable, ever ready to help you with any need. Put your faith in this reality, this truth, and observe as I perform miracles in and throughout your life. My dear child, as we carry on with our intimate discussion, I want to make sure you understand the significance of having faith in my steadfast support. This faith is more than just a recommendation or a lovely compliment to your faith, is the cornerstone of our relationship and the secret to accessing the abundance of life I intend for you. When I talk about my unshakable support, I want you to know how much and in what ways this means that I am supporting you. Not conditional or erratic, it remains consistent regardless of how well you succeed or falter. As I am by nature unwavering, stable, and eternal, consider the strongest, most dependable item you are aware of in the real world. It's a mountain that represents millennia or the sun's regular rise and set, and I am here to support you. Immeasurably more dependable than these, since, one day, even the sun will set and the mountains will crumble, yet my love and my support for you will always be strong, because you can rely on my unshakable support. Entails living your life, not simply acknowledging it academically. Considering this reality, it entails going into each day knowing that the universe's creator is behind you in anything you do, which entails overcoming obstacles not in terror but in confidence, knowing that you will have my help to see you through. But as a child, I understand that trust is not always easy to come by in a world full of shattered hearts and unfulfilled promises. Dreams. Perhaps you've been let down by individuals that you should be wary of trusting, who were meant to be your support system. Perhaps your life's setbacks have taught you to be careful of depending entirely on anybody. Or hey, I recognize the wounds on your heart and the uncertainties in your thoughts, but I am inviting you to have a greater level of trust, a trust that transcends your feelings, experiences, and comprehension. I'm asking you to put your trust in me based on who I am, not what your situation might imply. Keep in mind that my thoughts and my ways are superior to yours. There will be moments when you won't comprehend my actions or my reasoning for letting particular things into your life. It's important to trust in my unfailing support throughout these times. It's simple to trust when things are going well, but genuine faith is honed in the fire of hardship. Unwavering support does not ensure a life free from hardship or that you won't encounter obstacles, discomfort or hardship, but it does imply that you won't have to confront these obstacles by yourself. It implies that you can have faith that I'm working everything out for your benefit, even during your worst moments. Unwavering support can appear in your life in a variety of ways. At times, it takes the form of direct miraculous miracles that are beyond science's ability to explain, or through the individuals I put in your life to support and uplift you. Frequently, it's by the silent strength I give to you, giving you the strength to persevere and triumph. As you grow to believe in my unflinching assistance, you'll discover a serenity that transcends all comprehension. Find a strength that surpasses your own capacity, and you'll feel a joy that is independent of your conditions, because when you genuinely believe that I can help, you can access an infinite wellspring of strength, knowledge, and love. I'm with you, dear, so let these words reverberate throughout your heart. This is a significant reality that ought to influence your entire life, not just a consoling statement. Existence, I am with you in all circumstances, all moments, all of your breaths. When I tell you that I'm with you, I'm not referring to a passive, far-off presence. I consciously and actively spend time with you as a loving, as a wise advisor. I am with you, ready to offer guidance, like a father watching over his child. Direction, I'm with you like a strong shield, keeping you safe. With you when you wake up in the morning and go about your regular, humdrum activities, duties at night when you go to sleep, knowing that I am with you at the turning points in your life and in your successes and overthrows, your joys, sorrows, and beginnings. Endings, but my presence with you, my darling, is much than just accompaniment, by which I mean that I am completely committed to your life, that I am working in you via you, and my presence is not passive, rather, it is constant and molding, directing you. I'm here for you when you're strong and self-assured, but I also give you the power to become whatever I've made you to be. However, I stand by you just as much when you're scared and helpless. In fact, it's frequently in my presence in your life becomes most potent during your periods of greatest weakness, because my strength is perfected in your weakness. Keep in mind that I am not with you because you have earned it or because you have consistently shown me faithfulness. Because I voluntarily choose to be in your company because of my deep love for you when you are experiencing your peaks of spiritual passion, I am here to support you. Life is a gift of grace, not a performance award. Your faith is strong, and you feel close to me, yet I'm here for you too at your moments of uncertainty and spiritual yet, even when you are unable to sense my presence, even when you are unsure if you still believe in me, I am always there. I want you to live, leaving never forsaking my child. Allow me to always be present in your decisions and let it guide you. Let the knowledge that I am with you in whatever you say and do give you the bravery to act with confidence. Fear fades when you genuinely realize that I am with you. Love fearlessly and live truthfully. When you're gone, loneliness becomes unachievable, and despair has nowhere to go. Root, because you will have all you need for every circumstance if I am with you, which I guarantee you I am. Ever confront my beloved as we explore the reality of my presence, and I want you to know that I am always there for you in this fallen world, no matter what happens in your life. There won't always be calm sailing. There will be storms that could overpower you and gales that try to divert you from your path. However, I always stand by your side throughout storms, sometimes even carrying you through. And when I talk about storms, I mean any difficult time in your life. Could be a financial catastrophe or a health tragedy that rocks your world, that jeopardizes your safety, a heartbreaking relationship dispute, or a personal failing that makes you doubt yourself. These storms can take many different shapes, but they all share the capacity to put your faith to the test and disturb your tranquility. But I want my child, even though these storms are never enjoyable to endure, I'm letting you experience them through my eyes. They have a purpose in your life, just like a tree's roots spread outward in response to wind, allowing your faith to flourish. Having persevered through life's storms, you can now face more difficult circumstances that can unveil your true self and cleanse your reasons and bring you nearer to me. Keep in mind the account of my disciples on a violent storm that threatened to capsize their boat appeared in the Sea of Galilee. They were scared, sure they would drown, but I was in the boat with them. And this anecdote illustrates how I was able to quiet the wind and waves. Work in your life. The storms may be raging all around you, but I'm in the same boat as you, ready to offer you words of calm. Your circumstances can occasionally be like that. Sometimes I'll quiet the storm around you, and other times I'll quiet the storm inside. You are bestowing upon you a superhuman calm that contradicts your circumstances, and when a storm is raging, I use it to show you how strong I am and to compel you to rely on me more. Calming to concentrate on the roaring winds and roaring waves, but I implore you, my dear, to make instead fix your gaze on me, for I am more powerful than any storm you have ever encountered. There is nothing I can do to change the temperament, and I can always turn things around. As you navigate through storms, keep in mind that I frequently produce my best work when things are turbulent. This was during the persecution that swept through my early church, and it was by the storm of the cross that I successfully achieved salvation for humanity, and I frequently mold you into the likeness of. So, my son, do not be afraid of the storms, and do not be alarmed when dark clouds gather on your horizon, because I will always be by your side, imploring you may trust me to fulfill my good intentions in your life, even with the fiercest gale. Cling to my assurances and see as I guide you through to calmer waters with greater strength and sturdy than previously, my dear, as we continue to delve into the depths of my presence. And I want you to know that I am here for you during every difficult time in your life. Trials are an unavoidable part of your trip on earth, but you don't have to let them define or demolish you in every way. Trial, know that I am there, coordinating everything for your benefit. Trials are those trying situations that make you question your faith and push your patience and test your limits. These could be protracted hard times or even a chronic disease, a strained partnership, ongoing temptation, or they could be strong moments of trial, an unexpected loss, a challenging choice, or a crisis of faith. However, I want you, my child, to witness these hardships, as they are never simple to bear, but they are essential to your spiritual development. James, think of it as pure joy, my brothers and sisters, wrote Jesus' brother. Anytime you experience all types of trials, because you understand that putting your faith to the test results in tenacity. This is how the divine views adversity, as chances for development. Think of a silversmith honing precious metal. He has to grasp the silver, to understand the refinement and strengthening of faith in the center of the fire to eliminate the impurities, but he always monitors it and never leaves it in the flames a moment more than is required. Just as I keep an eye on, I never put you through more hardship than you can handle during your trials, but I do employ these encounters that will refine your faith and make it more valuable than gold. Tale of Job. Following his trial, he lost all of his riches, his health, and even his children, but he persisted in his faith in me throughout it all. And in the end, this story serves as a potent reminder that I am sovereign over your life, and that I restored him and blessed him even more than before. Challenges that I am meant to go through them, and that I can make the most agonizing things beautiful encounters. It's simple to feel alone when going through a trial, to question my presence in your sorrow, but rest assured, my darling, I am working and feeling every ache and tear while I work beside you. Your struggles do not keep you apart from my love, even if you are unable to see it. In fact, they may be the very things that push you farther into my embrace as you go through difficulties. Keep in mind that I frequently give my all-significant labor in these difficult times. I trained Moses to lead through the wilderness ordeal, my countrymen. It was through Daniel and the lion's den that I demonstrated my strength to King Darius. Often, it's through your hardships that I help to develop your character and strengthen your compassion and provide you with the tools you need to serve more in my kingdom, so keep going. Hey, my child, Don't give up when you have challenging exams. Because I am at your side during every hardship, using even the most trying circumstances to further my good goals in your life. Rely on me, and have faith in me. Strengthen and observe while I guide you through these enhanced challenges, more tightly modeled like my kid, my beloved, and strengthened. I want you to understand this lovely fact as we go deeper into the reality of my presence in your life. I am always giving you loving instruction. It's neither aloof or impersonal. Not a remote voice of authority or a collection of arbitrary norms, but rather the tender individual guidance of a caring,